A package in the mail, MSX games from Japan. Collecting without fail, those shoot 'em ups, that's the plan. He doesn't just collect them, he also codes them too. Join us and we'll go on electric adventures with you.
Hey YouTube, Electric Adventures here with a package in the mail. It's rather voluminous. It's not that heavy though, so it's some games from my favourite system, MSX, from Japan, and I've bought them using one of the, shall we say, buyer consolidation ones, because it seems to be the only way to get MSX titles for a decent amount of money. So you bid on the local auctions and they get it for you. There are some fees involved, so I will not be doing this very often, but for the titles that I hopefully have got in this lot, it was well worth it. So I believe the box is so big because they've gone and put other packages inside. All very nicely repackaged, so let's see, here we go. So we have a bright green one here first. Going to make a bit of a mess. Now this one, the very first one out, so a couple of these, there's a couple of loose ones, so separate titles, and a bundle that I bought, which is the main reason why there's probably so much space in it. And the bundle I got quite cheaply for what's in it, and will add some quite hard to get titles to my collection. So the first one here, this is an upgrade. I do have a loose cartridge of this one. It's actually quite a cool little game, and it goes for a fair amount of money, so I'm actually quite pleased to get this. And even the loose one goes for a fair amount of money, so I should be able to on-sell that to partially pay for this. And that's none other than the title called Whiz. So it's another one of the Sony titles. So I do have most of the Sony titles in this size packaging now. I don't believe I'm missing any of them, or I'll stand corrected when I discover that I am missing one of them. It's interesting, the colour use, so it actually does have the manual as well. Looks a little dog-eared, and we have the cartridge. Probably slightly more yellowed than mine. Oh, it's got a plastic thing over the top that probably doesn't help. So, and it's actually quite a good little game. A little bit of a puzzle action platformer type of game. And I will be doing gameplays of as many of these as I can as the first video. We'll get to some package air and move on to our next one. So they've obviously opened the original boxes and then taken the interior packaged items and then put them in these other packages. So the package consolidation is quite good. So this is another title that I got separately. I got it really cheap. I think it was only about $10. And I don't even think I've got this one loose. So there are quite a few decent sports titles on the MSX. And this one is called Tournament Golf. So it's for MSX1, and I don't mind golf games at all for any computers. So it'll be and there are quite a few good, decent golf games, as there are baseball games on the MSX. So we'll be looking forward to trying this one out. And it's one of those ones that's embracing true Japanese, where the spine's the wrong way around. So we open that up. Well, it actually has a cartridge and a couple of tapes. Maybe the tapes are extra courses, perhaps. Interesting why you would put them on. Or maybe the game is also loadable via both cassette and cartridge. Yeah, I definitely don't have that as a loose cartridge littered away. It has its manual. It's all in black and white on the interior. So another interesting title added to the MSX collection. Alright, grabbing another one at random. So these loose ones should mainly just be the cheapies that I found, and then we'll get on to the main bundle. Okay, so this is another cheapie, which I believe is a loose cartridge to complete upgrade. At least I don't think I've got it. The cover looks familiar, or maybe it's another one in the Ninja series. So I'll have to flash the title up when I look it up, because there's no English title on there. It's another one of the Ninja games. I love the cover art, and it looks like, but it looks more platforming, exploring as well. Looks in very, very good condition. Wow, that's, I mean, other than a slight crease on the back, that's one of the nicest condition Casio game boxes I have seen. Just a very nice crease in the back. Seal's definitely been opened. And there we go, here's the interior. The manual's in really good condition, and the cartridge looks excellent. Number 28. I don't think I have this one, so there we go. Absolute bonus, and another one that I'm looking forward to. The last lot I got from Japan, I got another Casio game that I hadn't even heard of at all, and that one turned out to be an absolutely fantastic little game. Alright. Two more loose packages and then we get into the bundle. Very well wrapped. Right, so this one I did pay a bit more money for, but this one, also collecting those Sony titles. This is the large box part of the Sony collection. And technically, if you count the copy of this game that I won on auction about 18 months ago and the person never sent me and never gave me my money back either, this particular game has probably cost me probably way more than it should if you add up both of them. It's another game that I'd never heard of that came out for the MSX, and it's some sort of a car game. It has a really cool cover, so it's Car Jamboree. Now, there really are not a lot of copies of this game around that I've seen. This is the first time I've seen it with its box, other than the original copy that I found for sale, and that was in Europe, it wasn't in Japan. Oh, and we look pretty complete on the inside. And I don't believe that one that I found in Europe had a manual. Okay, so so this does have, there's the manual, and this is a catalogue. So interesting to see whether that folds out. Oh yeah, so we've got your Hyper Olympics titles, Juno First and Sparky, and Crazy Train, Alibaba and the 40 Thieves, Computer Othello and Computer Billiards. So Sony actually brought out a lot of games under their label. Mouser, which is a really cool platformer. I got a copy of that about 18 months ago. Car Jamboree, Battlecross, which is an early one, it's not that flash. Not a very exciting game. And Home ABC, which I have a copy of as well, because it had some educational stuff. So very cool getting a copy of that one, and have never played it in emulation or anything like that. So, and I do like racing type games, so it'll be interesting to see what sort of a game it is. And really should be very, very close to completing the Sony big box and the Sony small box games. So it looks like we have, this might be a spacer box and another big box, and this interior package here floor of my game room suffering because of this package, but that's alright. Excitement is in there. That's going to be next. Okay. The next one is an RPG, which are not everybody's cup of tea on the MSX, because of course you're going to get a bit of kanji text, but there are lots of translated ROMs you can play as the actuals, so it's nice to get a real copy. And this particular one, so it's an MSX2 title, so the graphics should be improved. So it's got some cling wrap over it as well. It's actually the first Ultima game. Definitely didn't have, and I actually quite like the Ultima games. I have the Ultima games for the Apple II. All the lovely cloth threads in it. I'll just get this plastic off so we can have a look inside. There we go, good solid box. A little bit of spine fade, but a very solid box. No instructions, but we have a really good condition cartridge. So very cool. It does look like the basic character, stats and things like that are in English, but as I said, more than likely there is a translation patch available to play it properly. Just another really cool RPG to add that didn't cost too much money. So I'll just check to see whether this extra little box has something in it, or whether it's just a spacer. It's very light. So, kudos to the packaging, they've done an excellent job. No, there is something in here. Pardon me. Oh, now I remember this one. This was an extra one. It didn't cost very much money at all. I obviously already have the game, but it's in a different size box. And it's one of my favourite games. I don't normally do this. I do not normally multi-buy the same game for the same system. But this particular game, I have just about every version for just about every system. So it's one of those games, and it's one of the games that has the most number of versions. And it's none other than Lode Runner, but in the large box. So you saw the small whip box for the Wiz. That's the size of all my other Lode Runner titles. So it looks like the first game, so Lode Runner 1, but it's in a large box. Am I turning into a crazy MSX collector? Comments below. So it's in the more robust and colourful cartridges you get in the larger box Sony games. So the earlier release titles. It's about the only version of Lode Runner I'm missing from the MSX was there was a version, and I'm not sure whether it came in this size box or the smaller box, and it was actually the disc version of Lode Runner, and that actually had Lode Runner, the levels from Lode Runner 1, 2 and a level editor in it as well. But you can never have too many versions of Lode Runner. So definitely fantastic addition to the collection. Right, okay, now we have the box. Inside the box, this should be the bundle. Let's start the process of this one. Right, get rid of the big box now. Put the little box down. So this is where most of the weight is in the box. So I didn't pay very much for this bundle, but it was listed as junk. No, it's not tested. And there are a few floppy titles in there, but that doesn't matter because having a physical copy of the title, but being able to, I have plenty of other options to actually play the game using, SD solutions, and plus even my MSX2 Plus, the belt has gone in the drive, so I can't play floppy games on that one anyway. Alright, so there's more in here than I remember, but let's go through them. So first one, definite, don't have this one in my collection, have never played the version. It supports MSX2 and MSX2 Plus as well. It's a floppy disk game, and it's none other from the Pac-Mania. An absolute enormous box, very colourful. And it'll be interesting to see what this version is like, being for the newer hardware. So on the Namcot label. Can't believe how big the case is, and it's in really good condition. Except I can't open the box. There we go. Yep, we have the manual, and the interior is all good. And we have a single floppy disk. I suppose the seller didn't have a machine to test, and it looks in good condition. It doesn't say 1 or 2. The slider works, so you never know. We might be able to get them to work. And I do have a machine. You know, I have actual floppy disk machines on that side of the room. Just don't have a 2+ with floppies, so we can try it on that side of the room. I'm extremely pleased for getting that one. Next. Now, next one's a baseball game. Now, do I have this one, or is this the sequel to the one I have? So this is one of the Pennant baseball titles, also from Namcot. So if I do have it, this one will be available up for trade or sale. So this supports MSX2, MSX2, MSX2+. This doesn't quite look the same cover, so this may be the second title, or it's the first title and I've got the second title. These baseball games are actually quite good. We have the manual, and it is a cartridge one, so it's going to be very easy to test. Very good, very vibrant colours. Everything looks very, very new. Obviously clean them before using, but excellent. I'll look at what specific title it is. There's just a little bit of damage around the plastic cover there. The rest of it looks absolutely fantastic. Okay, so the next couple are the Disk Station titles, which actually have some quite cool preview games, and also some games that are only on these disc things. This one actually has the magic words compile up the top, so I'll be very interested in it. It looks like it actually has a baseball game on it as well, but we will only discover what's on there once we have a play. So I'm not sure what number this is. Number 3. So this is Disk Station number 3. I've only got 2 other Disk Stations, and I don't have that one. So there's some demos, and some full games here. So it actually looks like it's got the Pennant baseball on there, and another title I don't know, and something there. So something we're going to have to discover together. It looks like we have another one I definitely don't have. Also got the Magic Words compile up there as well, but we're looking at a bit of an RPG focus maybe. This is number 2. So these are early Disk Stations. Oh, I didn't actually open the other one. Oh my goodness, this has got a GoldVelius poster. Oh, look at that. That is awesome. If this has a GoldVelius preview on it, I will be over the absolute proverbial moon. So I've got an instruction manual there. Here's Electric Adventures wishing he could read kanji. I'll get his daughter to have a look later. So we have 2 discs, and they look like they haven't been taken out. So it was worth it for seeing the GoldVelius poster. So I didn't actually open the other one, so we'll just quickly flip back to it. So that has an ease manual in there. That looks like an ease picture to me. Very good. We have 2 discs there. So we're going to have lots of fun and discovery. I may have to split the gameplays up. It's getting a bit long here. Alright, so the next game, I thought it was the artwork was a bit like Ranma. It's probably by the same artist. So I don't know the title. I'm going to have to pop it up. It's possibly a story type one, so a Japanese novel. So MSX2 3.5 inch. But that art looks awfully like Renma. Okay, and we have in the wrong way, so we've got manual and the discs in a little sleeve. So as I said, just more titles in the bundle. I'll put up a thing later of what that one is. Now the next one, really cool cover, another MSX2 game, American Soccer, which is actually looks like what I call soccer. But it's an MSX2 game. It's going to be interesting to see what that could be. Quite a good, decent soccer game. And it's a cartridge. Wow, look at that. Really colourful artwork. I've never even seen a picture of this one before. Extremely cool. Really good condition too. And yes, there is more. Okay. Similar art style. Might be another novel one again. They really do look like the art from Renma. By the way, I used to run a comic store, so be quite curious to look up some of these. Yes, adventure game. Probably quite a little bit hard to play unless you can read kanji. Not many pictures in there. But they're just really cool additions to the collection. It's a cartridge one. Very, very cool. I just love the covers and things like that. And yes, there is more. Right, so just to completely confuse the Sony collection, there's another lot of titles in these different size for MSX2. And this is a baseball game, which is said to have done particularly well on the MSX. This is Hardball, and it's the MSX2 version. The graphics look very good. All of these are in really, really good condition. And the pictures weren't that big, but I think I've done quite well here. So this is using the grey cartridges. But I said it's an MSX2 title. We'll be having a bit of a sports fest. And Konami logo is on the side of this one. So, Konami made a nice racing game called F1 Spirit for the MSX2. MSX1, and it's really good, and it's a cartridge, and it's excellent. But they also released at a later date, and this one goes for quite a considerable amount of money, for the MSX2 Plus, a disc one, which is called F1 3D Special. So it's a floppy disk one. Once again, and if people haven't guessed by now, I am a Konami junkie. We've got two very nice condition discs. Yeah, springs and everything are working perfectly, so they really don't look very used. It has the manual and everything, so another title that's made this bundle completely worthwhile getting. No, I didn't know that was in there. I did spot it. It's one of the reasons why I bought the bundle, was that title. And then there is more. There's another Konami bundle. Now I do think I really do have this one. So this is the Konami baseball title. And obviously I'll keep whichever one is in the better condition, and the other one will be up for sale. So it's an MSX2 Konami title that's got SSC sound. Once again I have to look up the exact title, but it's a pretty good baseball game. But I'm sure actually I do have a copy of this one. So, but it looks in very good condition. We have all of the sleeves and things. And there's the cartridge. So very, very nice. A very happy Electric Adventures here. So, and yes, there's more. Now this one is definitely a duplicate. I already have a complete in-box version of this game. I actually also did a gameplay of it recently. This looks in very good condition. It has the special controller that comes with it and the cartridge inside, so up for sale soon. Arkanoid 2, Revenge of Doe. Really, really good game. Really well done MSX2 game. Very, very nice graphics and plays really well, and has the red spinner controller. So everything you want. So this will be. Oh, I'm going to have to do a trades and sale video, or put some. I'm thinking of putting it up on my website to clear a few doubles and things out. Now the next one was the other thing that I spotted in there. I do have this title loose. I know it's just the floppy disk, but I don't have it complete, and it is a shoot 'em up. So you know, it is very important to Electric Adventure Sanity that he has all of the shoot 'em ups from MSX in box complete. It's just a thing that has to happen, and this one is particularly good. It's the last game in the LADOC series. It's for MSX2 Plus, one of the few MSX2 Plus games, and it's actually quite brilliant. It's called LADOC 2 Last Attack, and here we have is a complete in-box version. Looks very nice. As I said, I have a perfectly good working set of loose floppies. But now, oh, and it has all the little bits and pieces inside it. We have a head, an head. In addition to the manual, correction of mistake, my brain's gone, probably over the excitement, a registration card, maybe a T-Soft club registration or something, or receipt. We have the manual, which I don't have with my other loose version. And of course, most importantly, we have our two floppy disks. Which I'll pop back in properly. So, very, very happy and excited to have that in the collection as complete. It's even colour on the inside too, which is cool. And we'll definitely be doing a gameplay of that one. I haven't played that one for ages as well, so expect me to be rubbish, but we're going to have lots of fun. Very, very nice. Okay, we're almost there. Couple more to go. So, another miscellaneous title. Looks like it's a Mahjong title. It is in a nice case, bit of spine fading. So we have a Mahjong title, probably fairly unplayable, but cool nonetheless. So it's an MSX and MSX2 title. Solid packaging. Has the manual and a registration card, which is about to fill out, and a cartridge. So I didn't have it in my collection, so it's assisting to complete the, you know, working towards getting all of the cartridges. But it's one of those ones that you don't go out of your way to buy. Now the next one is another baseball title. So it's Konami's game. It's a sequel to the first one I held up. It has a weird cover. I don't think I have this one. Just the cover rings a bell. So it's another pennant baseball. all the good stuff on the inside. So we've got a nice thick manual, registration card, and the cartridge, and it even has the Konami logo in the plastic shell there as well. Right, so we have an absolutely fantastic and an embarrassingly large pile of titles here. I truly am not going to be able to do these justice by doing gameplays in this particular video. Plus I'm losing my voice at the moment. So we'll do a select sum. Obviously we're going to do the shoot 'em ups, and a couple of the games that I've never played before. But I will try and do some of the... We'll see how we go. I'll see how long the video gets, and I might do a part 2 gameplay. I do like to play every game in my collection before it goes near a shelf. It's all part of the collecting and experiencing the game's experience for myself. But anyway, I've probably prattled along in this part of the video enough, so we better go set some equipment up and go do some gameplays. Right, so here we go with F1 Spirit 3D Special. So this is only my second MSX2 Plus game, so specifically you need that. Now my floppy drive's non-working, so I'm actually loading this using that MSX Mapper Mega RAM that I got recently. Which is one of the reasons why I got that. But I have never played this at all, so this is a first play. Actually interesting watching how the differing's coming out in that capture. It actually looks far better on a real screen over here. We'll see how it goes. Alright, so I said I have not played this at all. There we go. Now obviously it's a disc game, so we're going to have a little bit of loading. Well, let's go for free run A. So I'm quite interested to see how this does. Oh, quite a few tracks. Of course, we have to choose Australia. So there really is a very limited number of MSX2 Plus games. So there's not much that shows what, you know, the extra abilities of the 2 Plus can do. There are some games that support MSX2 and MSX2 Plus and you know, enhance themselves and run in MSX2 Plus mode. But not many specific you know, MSX2 Plus games. So obviously there's a lot of customization here. I'm actually really into Formula 1, so I'm actually quite looking forward to giving this game a proper go. We're just going to have a quick... Okay, now what was... How do I switch this? I'll be back in a sec. Okay, you have to, with Sofa Run, I said I'm a bit of a Sofa Run newbie, so the disk images have been combined into one file that knows about disc 1 and 2, so when the disc being accessed, you have to hold down 2. It's actually quite simple. So I'm just holding the fire button down at the moment. I have no voiceover. Up for the discharge, not going very fast. So that's brake. Interesting, the track is quite glitchy on the left. Still don't seem to be going very fast. Oh, I had auto fire on the joystick and it was messing up the car is quite detailed. Could do being pedestrian around the track on that. Definitely not going to get a very good lap time. I'll work out these controls. We are being very pedestrian. Okay, big straight coming up. Let's see if we can actually get this car. Get some speed going. Using my arcade stick, get a better feel using my joypad. I'm just a bit underwhelmed by the speed. Okay, big straight coming on, let's see if we can. Car's a bit underwhelming at the moment. Obviously the graphics pretty good. There is a little bit of pixel glitching going on. Obviously the you want to go off into the pits. Maybe I've been changing into high gear too soon. Been running too high here all the time. That's better. I reckon it would be better with a gamepad. Okay, I'm getting some decent speed up there and I overdo it. Take it to end. We're just doing this until we exit. Alright, into this lap will go in. No? I went the wrong way, did I? Oh, it's to the left, of course. It's getting used to the gears. We got over 200 and we stopped up. No, still did. Alright. change it so you can turn the music off in the options things. There was lots of options there that we can really play with. Oh yeah, so I've got one lap to go now. I was just doing such a piss poor job. We are almost out of fuel though. And you've probably got to manage tyre wear and everything like that as well, so it looks pretty complete. Have to sit down and have a good play with it. There. So one. That's how you do it. Okay, well that's not hard to use. That's it's a free run, so obviously no opponents and things like that. Obviously very poorly when I was learning the controls, but there's seems to be a lot of game there, and the graphics don't look too bad, and it runs at a reasonable pace. So this is something that I'll need to explore and have a bit more of a play later, but very pleased with getting that in my collection. As I said, only my second ever MSX2 dedicated game. Alright, so we might as well go play the other MSX2 Plus game, which I already have a copy of, just loose floppies, but now we've got a complete one, and I haven't gameplay for ages, and it's a shoot 'em up. We better give it a go. Thought I'd start from the sofa run thing, just a bit of education, because I'm learning as I go with this. So once again, this is a floppy game, so I'm not going to easily play it on here. So down here, it should be this one. Okay, so what it's got 2 discs, and it's made them available. And these are the keys that are assigned to it. So I suppose 3 is like your save disc, and then you just press, and you should go ahead. Now there's a bit of speech in this one from memory. I've not played it for ages. Probably should, because it's a pretty good shooter.
This is Stormy Gunner. We have broken through our enemy's
And this is the
defense zone.
high-res, multicoloured mode of the MSX2 Plus as well. So this is where obviously there's a series of games going through. Not all of them are as good as the others, but they're still, all of them are a reasonably decent shooter. But this one's the best one. Well, I haven't played it for ages, so don't expect me to remember the patterns. Get some nice music. Oh, you can have 1 or 2 players. Players, even though if you're not going to play it, you've still got to enter details. I remember that. can play 2 players simultaneous, which is a pretty cool thing. Whoops, oh that's right, you run the scenery. Right, so you've got a primary weapon. Right, and you've got bombs. You can bomb the ground targets. You can obviously take a fair few hits, but if you play like rubbish like I just did, you get destroyed. And you can see it's you know, scrolling vertically and horizontally. So you can skip that. Quite a few colours around. Try and put a less embarrassment on myself. That. He says as you get another couple of hits in. It's a pretty intensive one. It is designed to be played for 2 players, so it's maybe not quite balanced for one player very well. Just checking that I'm not supposed to be. Oh, I actually did something then. These guys keep on coming out constantly. Our bomb in the blue centre there, which means we've got to get within range to do that. How many times we have to hit it? Whew. Okay. And now we switch to a side-scrolling shooter, as we do. Oops. Straight to that. stuff. Oh, damn it. You can tell I haven't played it for a little while. But there's also quite a lot to it, so I probably should play it some more. Not doing it justice. Alright, so they are the two MSX 2 Plus games that I have in my collection in entirety. So, as you can see, they're trying to use the machine's abilities a bit more, and they're quite good. Alright, let's look at a couple of the others, and I'm not going to do all of the games in this video, it will get too long, and I'll do a part 2 with some of the other more obscure ones. But alright, let's have a look at a couple more of the titles. Right, so here we go with The Fight of the Full Moon. Which looks like an interesting little ninja game. Okay, we'll use 2 buttons. Oops. Okay, do we have health, or I'm just going to crack? So I'm throwing stars, I'm trying to dodge the other stuff. And we can shoot these shots, right? Okay. And I got shot from behind. Foul play! Oh god! You have to have fast reactions. Okay, so it's counting how many guys I'm killing. But we have progressed. Okay, we had to kill so many of them. Okay. Kill 10. And you see the moons starting to come out there. Okay. Section. But, you know, quite impressive with the multicolored sprites that we used, which is done by overlaying sprites. You gotta watch behind you. Oh, I didn't turn fast enough. So it's got quite... Oh, damn it. Quite good choice for music. But it's hard. Okay. We've got 2 scroll things up the top there, so we'll give it another go. So I've never even seen a gameplay of this one, so... finding these obscure titles, so the best way to not get shot from behind is leg it. Oh, I didn't quite turn it on. I've only got 1 more to go. At least we got closer this time. It is hard when they get you from both. Oh, I see. Each time you come in, you have to kill 10 without dying. Okay, that's a little different. Really do chuck their stars fast. I should jump rather than trying to turn around. Look, we'll have 1 more go. That's what we definitely something that I need to practice and get into a little more. But it's quite compelling and interesting. It's very colourful or anything like that. This one is a little jerky, but if you're not used to that when playing MSX at stage, collecting all of them too. Collection for the wrong machine. It's just something you get used to. Use the jump button. Yes, you need at least 10 to get through the door. Let's see if I can last more than 5 seconds in this bit. I didn't last 5 seconds. At least we are at the second bit. Also, the blue ones are. Oh. Oh. We made it a bit further. Who's out shooting me? Well, as you can see, I need to practice this a lot more to get further, but it's quite interesting and original in its own right little game, which I've never seen a gameplay of or never heard of, so very cool finding it and finding such a beautiful condition version as well, so very happy about that one. Alright, let's try our next game. Alright, so here we go with Car Jamboree. Another step closer in getting all of these Sony games. I'm going to have to check, I could be very close now. So let's go. Okay. Something happened then. Right, so you do actually jump up in the air and do that. first, you don't succeed. Bump into them, you can kill them. I'm not sure what's hurting me and what's hurting. Well, this game is definitely weird. We'll give it another go. So it seems when you do the jump thing, so you can actually hit them in the side without them responding and doing a front-on bump. Probably tell why I haven't heard that much about this one. So the second button doesn't do anything. It would be nice if you actually jumped a bit of distance. Yeah. I'm sorry, not much help on this one, so yes, we might leave that to a bit of research and we'll go and figure out how to actually play it. But it's a cup game, I suppose, and it's another one of the Sony Big Box titles, so you can't win every time. Right, let's try the next game. Right, so here we go with Viz. It's a bit of a side-scrolling wizard action game. Slide and shoot from short distance. Jump. Collect magic stuff. Whoops. You got me. Now, I can't remember how you change to different weapons, so I mean... Oops. Oh. I'm pushing a little bit there. How to tell that I'm very rusty at the game. Okay, that doesn't make sense. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Game over. So obviously the idea is to find the gems, of which we found one, and use the various items. I just can't remember how you select the other one because I've got my default weapon. And I actually did find a better weapon. Well, oh, damn it. You haven't got much of an arc than before. Okay, that's a special blast thing, I think. And it kills everything in its path. Again, you've got to let the fire go the particular distance. But it's actually quite a good fun game once you get into it and remember the controls. Which obviously I was doing a very poor job of, but a very cool little game. Nice to have a complete copy, which does up the value on what I have. So loose copy of Wiz available for trial and say, trade or sale at some stage. I'm thinking of putting a section on my website, or maybe I could add them to my Electric Adventures Facebook page. Just put up the items that I've got doubles of and I want to sell. Alright, let's try our next title. Right, so here we have Ultima Exodus. So it's an MSX2 title. I've never played Ultima version on the MSX. I played it on Apple II many years ago. I've got 1 and 2 on the Apple. We've got a bit of Genji text here, so I'll just be guessing. Yeah. I really am just... Am I making a party? I don't know. I've managed to muddle my way through. So this is one where you really need to play a translation patch. Okay, so we have the party that follows in a train, and we have gradually revealing stuff, which is quite cool. Okay, I do not know what I'm doing. Okay, then you do the overview map. You go, I think you can get random encounters, which are those guys. Oh, it's accidentally folded. Okay, now we get a battle, and you're in formation, and you do your turns. Oh, that was a bit stupid. That's better. Yeah, so you need to line them up and then do their spells. Right, I could probably work this out. Oh, wants to move. Oh, I didn't want to move. So you battle your way through, and once again, you can work these things out most of the time and get the symbols, but I'm sure there is a translation patch for this one. But actually, very cool getting one of the Ultimate games, so Ultimate Exodus for the MSX too. So very happy with that. We might have, just trying to even up the stack here, we'll do one of the baseball games, and then I'll split off into a different section. So here we go, hardball. Let's see if we can work it out. Okay, it's going to force us to go through its... Oh no, spacebar. Okay. So, one player. All stars. New game select. All stars. Yes. So you have to press the second. That was completely non-intuitive, sorry. Okay, so I'm obviously throwing, so... And you can... Oh, okay. Let's just use keys and be done with it. Did you just hit a home run? Not a good start. Okay. Okay. So, curveball. And outside. So we've got two strikes. Slider. And inside. Please hit it. Okay, and you go throw it to a certain basis here. I was just unlucky to get that. So we need to be careful. So we'll do a fastball, and we'll go low. Oh, you bugger. Yeah, so with these baseball games it takes a little bit to get used to the fielding. I'm starting to get the bases later, so don't do curveball inside. Oh, you did it, the damn bugger. Out. Yes. That's all you want. Struck him out. As I said, I can quite get into baseball games, but it can be difficult to fool the computer sometimes. Yep. Foul. Damn it. Didn't get him. Damn it. Take that. Side retired. Okay. One more second. Guaranteed to take me a while to get hitting right. No. Oh dear. No. I said one more go and these sort of thing. Yeah. Takes a little while to get the timing and everything right. But not a bad looking baseball game. Now, there are obviously still 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 titles to go. Oh, plus Pac-Mania. So I haven't done Pac-Mania yet because I need to do it on the machine on the other side of the room. So I'll do that next video. And obviously you've had the unpacking and these games in this part of the video. So that's probably long enough for the moment. So there will be a part 2. But very, very excited to have these wonderful new games in my MSX collection and titles that I thought I'd never get. This would have to be one of the best junk boxes of games I've ever seen in my life. Alright, I'm Electric Adventures. Thanks to all my subscribers. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.